chill out. Chill out.
Hacks! He's hacking! He's hacking IRL.
Kyle. Corn. Sit down. Kyle. Should. Okay, let's get logged in here. I think we've still got like an hour before our deal is done here. Maybe it's not good that you guys verse each other. Well, because I feel like you're gonna make Kyle mad. Okay. Yeah, an hour and a half. About 3 o'clock. So I got an hour and a half. So we do twice as much damage. So okay. Interesting. Trying to get purples. Good. Let's go do Parasol Peril, because there's an achievement for that. Then we'll probably go do the little Ardenwell Theater and then Maldraxxus to do our calling. We need to sort out our inventory again. Oh, I mean, this stuff can go to the auction house. This would also be going auction house. Bank. I could technically go bank. I think I can technically get rid of this. Because I don't think we'll be making any more soul mirrors, so... Technically, I don't think I really need this. I just want to see what it is, get it all to level. I'm just surprised with the level 6. It's only 190, so even level 7 would only probably be maybe like 194, 200. So unless they do something to increase the amount of times you can upgrade that or make the levels on it better, this will never be worth it. This set right here will never be worth it. I need to run better mythics. Gotta think about what's gonna be a good way here to start earning anima too. God, that was bad. That's what I was gonna look at. Interface, settings. Stop. Kyle, stop. Bring me his phone. Kyle, when people are telling you not to do stuff, you need to listen from now on. Do you understand? No, it's not, because it makes me mad. You need to listen to adults when they tell you to do stuff.
Six. Huh? Kyle? Oh. Oh, so I got for Kyle. Fine. God, you're such a baby. Not a baby. You're a baby.
See, it says it's supposed to go to there. John! You're worse than he is sometimes. You don't think. Come on, man. Stop cussing. Ever since you thought you could get away with it, you've just been doing it nonstop. You're better than that.
Just wanted just episode 26.
Because I think those might be the two that I already got.
Shoot my foot. It's bleeding.
Why's your foot bleeding?
That's just a little. Starting to get burned.
Well, yeah, that's what happens with cuts. Yeah, there's three. So I think these three are done. Is there a... What did you hit that made your foot get cut? might be. No, I'm in the area. John. It's a bit risky. No, I did get a crypt key. Let's go use it. John or Kyle, stop. No, just open one. John? Okay, then you can say that. You don't have to throw in the cuss word. I don't know if Nook's there. Yeah, just me. Not too bad. I'm just doing my quest. I was trying to do this bats achievement real quickly. I got 3 out of 5, and I know which 3 I've got credit for. So I'm just gonna go knock that out while I waited till 3 when my Path of Ascension. I almost said Halls of Ascension. Right? I think I still need the 2 on the west side, so I'm gonna go see if I can get those to give me a credit and get this achievement done. Wish. No, all they did was make a Torghast that's now like 7 times longer. They're like, you want these cosmetics? But I've heard there's been people that are doing their Torghast and just randomly kicking them out. Yeah. That'd be so crappy. Get to like 418, you're making way to your boss. It's at like 2%. It just boots you. What's that? You wanted to play and do stuff? Well, too bad for you. Okay, let's go see if we can get this one to give me credit. Well, yeah. Once you get to number 3, does it start giving you that floor debuff too? Yeah. Oh, that's even worse. Oof. Yeah, but do you have the Maw stuff or the where you can buy better chances at powers and stuff on that character, or is that just like a dry character that doesn't have those? But I guess it could be different. I mean, maybe I've got higher chances as a warrior to get health ones. Okay, that one did not give me credit. That one did. We just did that one. I think that one gave me credit the other day. I think we got credit for this one and this one. No, I know we already got credit for this one. I want to say we got credit on that one as soon as I leapt on. That one made 3. I think that one gave it to me just now. That one gave it to. So I think it's this one right here that has not given me credit yet. So we're gonna take it until it gives it to us. I have nothing else I need to use infused rubies for. Dab never gives up. Never. Well, that's like the one achievement for riding the dread steeds or whatever around that you rent and it takes you wherever. I got that achievement mounted on my own horse. Like I ran all the way around. Not the carriages, the ones where you use the infused rubies to actually get the little dread steeds. I got it on my own horse. I'm assuming what happened was I took the path that was required, but it didn't give it to me while I was on that horse. So when I started running away, all of a sudden I just got it. Like it was like either delayed or typical Blizzard where things don't register things the way they should. Because I was mounted up and yeah, I think it was just either that or like I said, it ran through it and it didn't register it when I ran back to the area myself. Because I was on my own horse and I ran past an area. He's gonna give me credit. It's got to be that one. Parasol Apparel. Yeah, I just
Stop turning off the Xbox. Kill it.
miss what? Yeah, I remember you saying, "Am I gonna get this done before that expires?" I remember you saying that.
Turn off this Xbox.
Because I'm pretty sure this is the one that I have not gotten credit for yet. Because I'm pretty sure I just got credit for this one on the end here, and I just got credit for this one over here. And I want to say the first day I got that one. It just seems to be like this one. It's not. The funny thing is, it's not sending me to the path that it says it's supposed to. It seems to be sending me on an alt path. I'll try it one more time and then I'm. Because it shouldn't be like having to write all 5. In all honesty, they should just let you do whichever. Huh. Oh well. I'll probably get on a normal flight path and it'll give me credit. I can't complain. It's given me achievements that you're only supposed to be able to do on Battles of Wisdom, so whenever you get it at this point. Like all the achievements in Legion that are like, everyone in the group must have it. It's like, well, that's unsoloable. Yeah, who was it that logged in and got like 4 achievements for doing nothing? It was like, what? And they hadn't even stepped foot in Torghast. I wish I could take any of the 5. That would be nice, right? But see, I don't know how often like you compared to me gets like health ones in there. When it comes to anima powers, or not anima, phantasma powers, I don't know how often like you compared to me gets health. Because I always run into ones that like plus 15 health or 15% health and stuff like. But I don't know if it's more common for a warrior. Is all I'm saying. Yeah, but well, the reason why I say that is because I'm more likely to be a tankier than you, so maybe I have a higher percent. Well, yeah, no. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that there's maybe a higher percentage of me rolling one of those than you as a mage. I know, right? Like I become invincible without it. You actually need it. Well, see that like make. I mean, yeah, you definitely need health. I mean, at that point, I'd have to have my thing up at all times, or I'm done.
Damage if I can before I get brutalized.
Everything is negotiable. Remember, everything has value.
I wonder if Biz is playing the market right now. There's a Dark Moon ticket fanny pack up.
I think he got his thing that he wanted.
Your patronage is always appreciated.
At some point, I'll get around to going out there and knocking out the stuff I need. The Dark Moon Fair. I'm just not too stressed about it.
He just wanted the blimp mount.
Make it where. But right now, like having to worry about like gathering anima, getting Torghast done, getting Maw done, getting this, that, and everything else done. It just doesn't, really catch my attention.
Yeah, I mean your focus is like Path of Ascension.
I'll be
Got a
glad
lot
when
of guides.
that's kind of done. I gotta start
Fighting
gathering
them.
tokens too. I gotta start killing rare spawns out in Bastion because I'm getting down to, I think I'm at like 17 tokens.
Uh-oh. I don't know what that means, but
You have to
No.
use them to be able to
Gotcha.
do it. Without tokens, you can't do it.
oh, that's right. I couldn't do another one because I didn't have tokens.
But I mean, you got weeklies that give you, I think, like 3 tokens when you do it. Things like that. And I think when you kill rare spawns, I think they can give like 1 or 2. I think even killing just general mobs in Bastion has a low chance of giving you them.
Oh.
See, they had a chance. They had a chance with this whole Bastion story to bring out Arthas, just like I said. But no, they had to be all sweet and tender about it with Uther. Yeah, I did my Paragon stuff. Not my my Paragon quest chain today.
Oh, cool.
You know the funny thing is, the armor, that like the zone armor, There was a thing on Icy Veins like, did you know this armor could be upgraded? I mean, it was pretty obvious if you scrolled over it, but
Dude, a lot of people have no idea, and it's like, dude,
the
that
bad
gear
thing
is
is,
actually like pretty high item level.
well, yeah, because the chest I got today is item level 190 at 6 out of 7. The problem is at level 7, I'm already at an item level that's already better than level 7, and I haven't even unlocked that rank yet.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is if you do any sort of content, you're gonna already be like over 200.
That's why I just don't understand. They had an opportunity here and they like ruined it. Like the gear is absolutely worthless by the time you can upgrade it to any level. Because I think the next time I can even upgrade it. Let's see. I don't even think it shows in my thing when I can upgrade it. Hey, don't take the Lord's name in vain. Well, at least with that new thing for Pelagos, I was able to turn around and add my Mortal Strike thing to it. So now I have a 20% chance to proc another Mortal Strike. And that's
Ooh.
still only at level 184, I think is that what it's at?
Wow.
So you gotta think at, what's highest item level that you get right now? 234? Something like that? Is that about right? Oh,
Wait, sorry, say that again.
so what's the highest item level in game right now?
226, but 233. There are 233 drops from the last two bosses in Mythic Raid.
You can make his phone.
But 226 otherwise.
Well, if he doesn't want to play, he doesn't want to play, bud. John. So I mean, at 184, I'm at 13%, and I know I've seen it at 20% on something. I think it was someone that had item level 200. So I mean, it goes up pretty fast. So if 226 is the highest conduit I can get or whatever, I mean, you got to think that's probably like 30% ish, if not more. Could you imagine? I'd have to. I wish I could look at things with its level scaled up.
Where are you talking about? Conduit item levels?
Yeah.
I think the highest conduit item levels are 213.
See, I don't know. There's other ways to upgrade them too. It just might be that people haven't gotten lucky enough to get it to drop.
Yeah,
Because you can buy a thing that allows you to upgrade it, but it's a random
From the
chance for it to
mob.
upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no one out here to summon the Ardenweld thing. Oh.
If you wait, like literally, people summon it every 5 minutes. I have a feeling this layer is going to be real. The early floor mobs are already feeling.
How's my reputation looking for Warsong Gulch? You know, it's only been like 20 years since I started that, and I don't think I'm still.
That was honestly the hardest rep grind I've done, man.
Like back in the
I
day,
did it
wasn't
right
it like.
during the hardest time to do it too. They made it a lot easier.
I don't even see the rep in my thing.
Silverwing Sentinels.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to find it. Do you know what category it falls under?
Alliance forces. Should be down at the bottom.
I got it under inactive. At least that's in. Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
If you go all the way down to the bottom, there should be a section pretty close to the bottom called Alliance Forces, and it's Silverwing Sentinels.
I'm not seeing that at all. Like, I'm not lying to you. I just scrolled up my entire
You
thing.
have-
I'm even.
It's under the subcategory of Classic. So make sure Classic is expanded.
Let's see. I have classic. Oh, okay, it's weird because it's got Brisbane Brawler Pub. Okay. It was mixed up in all the Brawlers Pub, so I was just going past it. That 10 active. Hey, it's Kill Jaden, the one I needed.
Nice.
It's always the worst when like new people show up and join in on a fight, and it's at like 50% health, and they join in, and its health pool goes up, and now it's 50% is more than its 100% was. It's like it almost like healed but didn't. There we go. Now it doesn't matter which one it is. I still have to do it though daily for the rep.
Nice. Congrats.
You gotta do what you can, man, for achievements. Getting some
Yep.
intriguing lag today.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay, let's go do our daily calling in Maldraxxus, which I'm not looking forward to because none of the quests are really phenomenal, but you know. I much prefer when it's an in and out operation.
Yeah, my favorite ones in Maldraxxus are like the pet battles or the one where you fly the thing and tame it.
The Flay Wing.
That one's really fast.
Yeah, one's like garbage. Like you can like spam like the wrong abilities and it doesn't fail.
Oh yeah, you just wait
Like-
and it just completes on its own pretty much.
Like there's no way to fail that. If you fail that, like you probably should uninstall your game. Like there's not even it's not even like the hippogriff one from BFA. Like at least that there was kind of like like mechanic you had to do with there with grip strength and stuff. This one is just flat out, you know, click whatever you want, do whatever.
Girl.
Guess we'll go do the that battle. God.
Cultivate your spirit.
There's the pet battle. Better off dread. I guess I could do a few bumps along the way. You know, a bombing run's actually not too bad. I've noticed purples are starting to drop in my thing now for my dailies. Starting to get item level 184s.
Oh yeah, now that we have the renown and we outgear everything.
I know, right?
But it's nice for disenchanters.
Guess we'll go do the pet battle, the bombing run, and then maybe the other two. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll run into some rare spawns. I should do my daily
Hey.
Theater of Pain when I'm out there too for a chance for the mount.
I haven't done anything, dude. Like this week, I've just been doing freaking
I know,
twisted
right?
corridors.
I guess there's already someone that's already completed all the layers.
Yeah, I'm almost there. I'm I'm on 7, but it's just taking so freaking long.
What's the average length that you would say a run takes you?
I mean, it's kind of takes a long time, like, cause I'm a mage, so I would imagine it would be a little bit faster for other classes. Um, I don't know, man. The last run took me like 2 hours.
Oof.
Like, cause literally every mob was like had the potential to one-shot me, so I had to pull really small, and I had to make sure I had like enough cooldowns up to survive it.
Jesus.
Like literally every mob, every pull, I had to make sure I had like some sort of something available. Like especially on the range mobs, like the I get a nano power that reduces the cooldown of my Frost Nova to where, and it doesn't break when I deal damage. So melee mobs are pretty, but the range mobs I have to like basically have cooldowns up, or else I'm dead.
That one guy really must have gotten his heart broken, man. He has not like said a single thing about RBGs since that happened.
He asked me yesterday to do them.
It's sad when that happens to somebody, that their little soul gets broken.
Yeah, dude. I wasn't gonna say anything. Like, I mean,
I mean,
I think his damage needed to improve, but
if you're a 2200
not gonna
team and
say
he's like
anything.
that, then yeah, maybe. But I mean, like when you're like raising the rank up to like 1600, I mean, come on, who cares?
Yeah,
At that point, let's all have fun. GG kind of a moment.
exactly. Like, I mean, of course you want to try to do the best you can, but I mean, yeah, you don't need to be.
You can worry about being elite when you're in the elite, not when you're like in pugs like that. Literally, are just pugging to get to pug ranks. Like, I'm still confused about this necropolis just floating around. Is there any like? Have we figured out if there's any reason for that?
Yeah, it's the transportation thing for Necrolords.
Yeah. Theirs is kind of lame then.
They have a lot of lame things about Necrolords.
Well, I mean, the one outfit, I think, what was it for Monk, where it basically looks like you're just wearing other people's skin. That was kind of gross.
Dude, I like the aesthetics of Maldraxxus, but I don't know.
I don't know, man. It just like
they
looks like
need to
Plaguefall
improve.
to me. Not Plaguefall. Western Plaguelands. If it like had been allowed to just get out of control.
I like the mountains that border it. Look pretty cool. Definitely taking a very long time.
No, I really do not feel like messing with this. Magic.
You get a heck of a lot more Phantasma in here too. Or maybe it's just because, like, I've been in here for days.
God, I hate Bone Storm. That shit is a nuisance. It just does so much damage. He's already like destroyed my second pet.
Gotta get some more pets.
Well, the crappy thing is like those guides that they give you like for like power leveling makes it crappy for the raw fact that it's like, oh man, you have to have a PP or HH or SS, and it's like, well, that sucks. Absolutely hate the fact that that's how their guides are.
Yeah, I guess it's like for people that actually do that stuff, it's like makes it so it's not just like they're done. Like gives them something else to keep going with. More content to get through.
Nope, that's a loss because he's not going to be able to do enough damage. And he's gonna avoid it all. I hate his avoidance crap. I really just need to... I probably could win this with this setup, but I think I have to rearrange my pets. Well, that should about do it. While I left his pet with 2 health. So what do I want to do here?
I need some more anima powers. I need.
I hate to do this because it turns into Moonlight and it's going to make it do more damage. But he's... this, because he's going to use Dust Cloud. He'll kill me this turn. That's okay because we still got one more pet. So he's going to use Spirit Claws. Always hits when the weather is Moonlight, so it's a trap. Interesting. Okay, so I can't use Moonlight. That's where my mistake is here. Because 80%, that means he's got a chance to miss, which I'll take odds like that.
Famous last words.
Good, I got him to kill his own first pet with his Blade Storm ability. So hit me with that. I got one more round of cooldown here, which is okay, because I'm going to use Arcane Blast on his Stink Dust. I should be able to solo this guy. Alright, good. I should kill his pet here. So we're going to open up with Rake, because his next attack will be his little Twilight Paws or whatnot, because he's going to use his whatchamacallit. So we're going to use Adrenal Glands. And he missed, so it's still on him. So we're going to use this attack again. To get him poisoned. He's going to bring down my Twilight Fiend, which is okay. About to get Dust Cloud back. Go ahead and hit him with Expunge. I think he's going to do Sewage or Dust Cloud, so we're going to do Sewage Eruption. So all I have to do at this point is survive. Which he just crit me, which I'm screwed. Lovely. Absolutely freaking lovely. If he wouldn't have crit, I would have had a chance there. Do I have anything that has like a dodge? Actually, I think whatchamacallit does. I think he does, so maybe not Sewage, we'll go with Phase Shift. I think it's funny that if you go first with an ability that makes 100% dodge for one round, it makes it so that way you dodge for two.
2 rounds, yeah.
They need to fix that.
Rabbits
like,
are really good because of that.
like, I'm surprised
also
Blizzard
the-
has never realized that.
Anubisath Idol.
Well, that one's guaranteed to always go first, and I think it only blocks
Yeah.
one. It just makes it where if you're slower, that it benefits you greater than...
Oh, that's true. It does only do one. Yeah, I guess, like, yeah, the rabbits are the ones that do the...
I think no matter what with this, he takes himself out for me. But he'll...
Oh man, I swear I'm gonna get carpal tunnel trying to do this thing. Ugh.
God damn, this is annoying. And he hit. Like, this fight's like coming down to like pure RNG.
That's wow for you.
I feel like I should have blown up his one pet like right off the bat. That way we can dodge his speed. John. This might be the one, Ree. He misses here. He hit, but I've still got two rounds. So we're going to do adrenal glands here, because he's going to use his little dust cloud. We're going to do that, and then we're going to rake him. Oh my god. Nope, he hit. Damn. It did come down to RNG.
You beat it?
Nope. His
Uh-oh.
revival got me. It was close. I think I should...
Dang.
Actually, you know what? Actually, that kind of worked out good there. I think I would have done better, though, if I would have... No, because the amount of damage I avoided there is really what made the fight last. This is what I hate about his last pet being moderately fast and with damage. Get him to kill his own Bone Storm here. I just hate the fact that it's making me miss twice. That's really frustrating me. So it's so cheesy, like he's just destroying a pet because like for 3 turns I can't attack him. Because he's faster than like almost every pet in the game unless you're going to use a flyer. Which makes it really crappy. This is already going to be a loss just because the sheer amount of damage he's already done. At this point I'd need him to miss. And his rotation doesn't allow him to miss, so... At least not twice in a row. Kyle, stop. What if I do that to whittle him down? really, I crit right there. Interesting. He just did that. Yes, good. Yay, luck at the draw. That crit is what saved me right there. That 800 crit. I'll win this now with my magics. Well, might as well just use. Ooh, God, he crit too. That would have been shitty if he would have just one shot me. Like, I think that would have frustrated me a little bit. Okay, that's that. So I need to do 3 more quests. I guess I go do the defending one, because I also have to mine there, and the bombing run is easy.
Whispers dance on the wind.
Bloated loot fly? What time am I got on that?
Keep your
What is this bloated loot fly? I don't think I've ever done the bloated loot fly, but it's showing up on my map. Sounds like a personal problem.
I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target.
Okay. It's kind of like the... whatchamacallit. At first I was like, where is it, man? I can see it moving around on my radar, but I was like, where is it? We'll see if the chest of eye or the cache of eyes is up for the pet. That's not the area I want to go to. I'm just randomly walking to a random area that's not even the right area to be. Darn me and my quick wits. I think if it was up, I would have already detected it. Nope, there it is.
is full.
Why is my inventory full?
I can't carry any.
Damn it.
Ask myself that every day.
Still no pet. I guess I could eat this boiled meat. It's like the 6th time I've opened that thing and still no pet. I mean, it's just a chest. Normally, I would think that it's a little bit better drop chance than that. Just imagine what my DPS will be like now if I can proc some yummy mortal strikes off each other on a blade storm and a pack of stuff with sweeping strikes up. That was a good oxane vein. It was rich, but I mean it was still good. 13 oxane? Or oxane, however that's pronounced. Cold air's coming in that window, man. I hope I don't fall on any glass. I'll cut it with my nips. I do have to clean out some inventory space here. What is not necessary here? I guess technically I could put that extra contained essence of dread in my thing, into my pet stuff. Probably get rid of that Grimstone stew. Because there's literally nothing in my inventory that I can vendor right now. I could also send mail to Damatrix. Get rid of this stack of cloth here. Let's go do the bombing run because it's the easiest quest.
One assassin is
Oh,
all
mining quest is probably the easiest quest. Because all you have to do is mine. I've got 14 minutes until my thing is upgraded.
I hate these freaking floor debuffs that send things after you while you're not in combat.
That's because you can't AFK.
Yeah, it's so
You can't even
ridiculous.
step to go to the bathroom. Like, you go to the bathroom and you can come back dead. Like,
Yeah, I hate that.
like there should at least be like at the beginning of the level, or once a level's clear, they'll stop spawning. Because technically, if I wanted to farm Phantasma right, all I would have to do is have that debuff, have my victory rush, and just sit there and continually use it, and I could sit there and farm Phantasma for days.
Well, they don't drop Phantasma.
They do for me if I use victory rush on them.
Oh, really?
Because as soon as I use the ability, I instantly get the Phantasma. Because I get a anima power that gives me, for every victory rush I do, I get 5 Phantasma, and I can stack that. And then if I get the epic one that allows me to get victory rush every 20 seconds, I could literally just sit there and farm them if I wanted to. It's why I end up with
You
so
want
much
to get
anima.
Phantasma, man. Run the twisting corridors. Crap, you get a lot. Like, I'm already at 50,000
Jesus.
collected. And I was like at 20,000 before twisting corridors.
Yeah, but I mean, that's after, what, 7 layers, though?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there was the one where I completed with Core where I had like 5,000 Phantasm at the end of it. Because I had like 4 stacks of that and with Victory Rush. So every time it would pop, I'd hit it and instantly get that huge amount of Phantasm. And Sweeping Strikes was making it double it. So I was just getting so much. Something tells me a piece of poop shaman got here before me. Maybe it's the Wind Fury Totem or just my imagination. Hello, Hungry. My name's Dad. What is all over your face? What is that? Look like you ate like the butt out of a Twizzler.
What transpired in Bastion is a stain on our honor. We must do all we can to correct it.
One thing I gotta do though is I gotta get those pet stones out of my bag, pick an alt and just send them all there. They're out of my bank. That will free up, and then I could probably put this entire set of armor from Bastion in, because I'd like to see the whole set fully powered up. Watch it turn out to be a secret achievement, like everyone just vendor trashing it because they're like, oh, I'll never wear that. And there's like a super like amazing like achievement for doing it. Probably not.
But
It's
you can
Blizzard.
just buy it again.
Yeah, but that costs anima. Right now, anima has a higher value going to upgrades than it does to upgrading that crap. If the item, if you had like a comparable item level to what you can get just by running like mythic 3s, maybe, but I wouldn't pay to upgrade it. No sirree, Bob.
Oh, sir.
I'd rather take my chances with
Your curiosity.
something else. There's so much more that you can do with your anima than that. That'd be like using your anima to buy nothing but cosmetics. Like maybe once you got your base upgraded and anima becomes like a meh kind of a thing. But as long as you've got that going on, I'd recommend more of doing the anima for your base than anything else. I mean, unless you're farming anima, but there's really no good way to farm it unless you're doing dailies. Like, since some of these like take like 12,000, or like I think my final upgrade for the Path of Ascension is like 20,000, something like that.
That's obscene.
At this rate, we're going to be selling our bodies and Oribos for the stuff.
Aren't we already?
I don't know about you, but I haven't let anyone put their cold dead fingers on my body.
I have.
You're like, I couldn't help with the Lich King.
For anima, I have.
The Lich King was all over me.
I let Blizzard. Blizzard's been doing it for years.
Poor Dragon just couldn't get enough.
heavy artillery to repel our foes. Help our troops ready our weapons.
Honestly, I think I'm just gonna do the mining one. Because I don't want to have to deal with this. The actual fighting, I think I'm just gonna do the mining and get the hell out of the zone. I've already got what I need from the knocked up quest or whatever, a few
I like
bumps
the-
and bruises.
Yeah, crafting world quests. They're right next to a flight path, but like literally you just
Take 5
click on
seconds to do.
something and those are the best.
At least the good thing about like the cleansing ritual bag is the damn thing, if you can't loot it, automatically goes to your inbox. Because it goes straight to your inventory, but if you don't have inventory room, it goes at least there. I can't even loot anything right now. My bags are so messed up.
Can't carry anymore.
I don't know, maybe that's why I don't like Maldraxxus, is I feel like we've seen these mobs so many times before.
Yeah.
On almost every single one of them, matter of fact. Okay, go to Orbos.
Basically like a Nax zone.
So it's kind of like there's nothing that really like blows my mind out here.
What's your favorite zone of the new ones?
I don't know. I mean, for as far as like, I don't like Maldraxxus visually. I just don't like it visually. Bastion, I don't like its layout. So I mean,
I don't like a lot of their
I
layouts.
don't know, I'd almost say like Ardenweld. In all honesty, I
But
like the look of it because I feel
like
like
the
it's the most
aesthetics of all of
original
them.
looking zone, even though I feel like I'm on the Avatar planet.
Ardenweld's really cool. Everyone always hates on Revendreth, but I actually think Revendreth's really cool.
The only reason I don't like Revendreth is the up and down. I don't like maps with up and downs like that, just because.
That's like the aesthetics, though. I really like the aesthetics.
Yeah. That's the only thing I can say is why I don't like Maldraxxus. There's the research complete. Level 3. Level 3.
Level 3 Path of Ascension.
Yes, sirree, Bob.
Alright, time for guides, right?
Yes, sirree. I got some ammo to turn in. What else do I got here?
Tyrion got the best, like, bonus content, like, for their covenant. Like, dude, Revendreth, or, Venthyr and Night Fae, dude, are so stupid. Maldraxxus kinda too. Ugh. I like Skoldus Hall. I hate Mortregar the most. Hard. Oh shoot. Here's wrecked me.
You struck
Okay.
a hard bargain. Good shot.
So now that's all in there. Put all my PvP and Bastion stuff in there. So let's go to a mailbox here and send this stuff to alt. Which altery? Which alt? That is the question. Which alt do we want to send it to?
Let's send it to the monk, Darai.
Right now they're getting all my stuff from whatchamacallit. I probably could. I mean, I don't think I'm using her bank for anything else. That's probably
Do you
a
have any
perfect way.
male characters?
Nope.
Or are they all female?
All female.
I think the yeah, like I don't know, like the what do you call them? The character animations are better than the male ones.
Well, that gave me 21 spots. So I guess I can sell these blue wrists that I'm running around with. I don't really need them. It's their item level 181. Gotta go put this back in the bank too.
All goods and services for sale.
Why am I running around with a corrupted gladiator's breach? I guess I can get rid of that, right?
Until our next.
Yeah, probably. Unless you want to sneak through the shadows.
Okay, let's go get all of our ammo stuff turned in and our calling stuff. I was hoping to run across someone with the whatchamacallit mount, but that's okay.
Auction house mount.
Now that I just freed up 24 slots by moving all that stuff into my bank. I could free up more if I got rid of these, you know, Beacons of Torment and Beacons of Carnage and all that in my thing. Free up more getting rid of these Scourge Stones that I have in my inventory.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep them because you never know.
Yeah, no, I got you. I got stuff. I've got all kinds of random crap in my bank that's like that, where you found like a journal on like a quest and it didn't delete it,
Oh yeah.
and it's just
Dude,
chilling
yeah.
out in my bank.
I do the same exact thing.
I should
'Cause
probably
you
move
never
more
know,
stuff
man.
over to my whatchamacallit, my vault that I never open. I can't even tell you what's honestly in there. I should probably move more things in there. But it doesn't let you do a lot of stuff, so it's really hard to figure out what to put in there. Because I want to see what it says for the wisdom fights. It's 3:03 now. I could probably do an hour and a half of guides. But I want to see what it says if it tells me what abilities it adds to them. Because Kalea is honestly not a hard fight. Numa Nuru's probably not a hard fight. Let's see. Aldrin and Mirnu probably will, but Ecthra, only because it takes time to bring her ass down. And you gotta kite around her little spiders and that. So it depends what abilities they get, I guess, to how hard these fights are about to become. I guess I could make a key as well and unlock this Oxine lockbox. Someone's rogue. I could have sworn I sent you more lockboxes, though.
Maybe I haven't logged on my rogue in a while.
But then again, it takes 30 days for him to come back, doesn't it?
If I don't open my mail.
Probably running off with all my lockboxes. You're like,
Yeah,
Dab will never
was
know.
gonna play rogue, like as one of my mains too.
You should have. You could
but-
blow someone up with 5 eviscerates like simultaneously.
I know, but I can blow. I mean, you could do that on any class.
You literally finished that sentence as "I can blow." Holy shit!
I know. I like switched my train of thought mid-sentence.
I bet you can, big guy. I bet you
Dude,
can.
you can blow people up on a lot of classes. It's ridiculous.
631 there, 650, and only 1800 today. The other day, man, I managed to get like 3,000 gold from it. I was surprised. I was like, every single item was like 800, 900 gold. I was like, holy crap. Okay, so let's turn in the anima to get more space in my inventory. I really wish they'd do something about those anima, like, items. Ooh, there's someone here with an auction house mount.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least
Pipe dreams, man.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Ooh, nice. It's selling for 15,000. Post that. Whoa! And I just freed up 3 more spots. I'm up to 27 re. I haven't been this high in days.
Yes, mortal.
Dude, that sounds pretty high, man. 27.
I don't think I've been this high, honestly, since expansion started. I'm at
Yeah,
31. That's 31. I could go up probably. I need to start doing some
Dude,
cooking.
you're going off, man.
No, actually, can I sell these soulful potions that I found? Where did I get
Have
these?
anything ancient to trade?
These selling?
Needs to be
Oh
at
wow,
least
they're selling
2
for
centuries old.
10,000, no, 2,000 a pop. Okay, I'll see if we can get those to sell. Rid of that.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Underwhelming anima powers make me sick.
Okay, so let's go check this out. Let's go check this out, Ree. As like I start the fight and its ability is just called one shot and just one shots. I'd be like, yeah, we'll come back to this another day. Give me a chance to do my research here.
Do you have need of my blade?
Like
Stand
corridors.
and know that ye
Okay, let's go in here and see what it's about. Because now I've got a brazier. Is that how that's pronounced? Brazier? Brazier? How's that pronounced? Because if I can get these guides out, man, that's what it's all about. It's about helping people, becoming YouTube famous. Too bad I don't have a prettier face. I think if I had cleavage and a prettier face, I think I'd get a lot more views. Ah, Brazier of Lessons Learned. Interesting. Let's come over to our soul mirror here and see what it has to say. It literally just says Callousing gains an extra ability. That's all it says. But it doesn't tell me at all what her extra ability is. Oh my god. That's not
Guess
good.
you'll find out, right?
Right? When she hits me with it, and I'm like, well, that's that.
When she one shots with. Oh,
but see, that makes it hard to make a guide because I don't know what the ability is to. Like,
was it random for each person?
it just says one new ability. No, but who all can I do it here? So I can do Ecthra. So how high up can I go here? Aldern and Myrnir. Numenuru. Raven Corinth. Can't do Splinter Bark, though. So how many guides would I be able to do today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 for the 2 loyalties.
A lot of guides.
Bad thing is, like I said, I don't know what their abilities are. Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to do our weekly, so we need to kill Ecthra. I'm almost tempted to just do the quest when I do the wisdom thing. In addition to increased health and damage, Ecthra's abilities are empowered along with a new ability.
No, why did I go to the next floor? That was like my freebie one where I could go AFK.
Ah, you could have taken a poop. Now you can't.
Dude.
You're welcome, Marie. I distracted you. Oh, man. Well, I guess the first thing we should do is the 2 loyalty guides, which should be relatively easy. Smooth does that look? Ow, my headset's cutting into my ears. Frozen? No, it's not frozen because I can see the fire. It doesn't look too bad. a little bit, but it's doing this too. So we'll do Azurix and Thanos real quick. And then Calacine should be relatively easy. It's still getting done with Pelagos no matter what. And we'll be taking the boots just because I want to be able to break her chains. Okay, we're gonna do this. This is loading way too slow. That's what I want. See the description. Thank you so much for once again joining me today for the Path of Ascension. We have leveled up to level 3, so we can now do loyalty guides on both Azurix and on Thanos. So today, we will be doing our loyalty guide on Thanos. So you come over here to your soul mirror, come over here to Thanos, choose, and then for this we'll be using Pelagos because he is by far the easiest one of the three to use. So we'll go ahead and choose him. For equipment, honestly, once again, the Vial of Lich Frost or Vial of Serenity, this guy is a pure melee fight. It's very easy to avoid him. I like to use the Vial of Lich Frost just to get distance away from him, so that way he never actually is in range to really use a lot of his abilities. So for the boss, he has 3 abilities besides his melee. The first one is Power Swing, which is a frontal cone that will knock you back, so you want to make sure to avoid it. Or you can also use your Absorb Shield. You'll still take the knockback, so you have to be careful. Don't stand around any edges. He will knock you off. The second one is he does Massive Charge, which he'll charge in a straight line pretty much across the stage until he hits something that's solid. And the final one is he does Shielded Charge, which he'll do that when he gets low on energy. and he puts a force shield around him that slowly rotates around him, preventing damage. So you'll want to go to the side that does not have the shield and continue DPSing him. And that is the fight with the Thanos. So mostly we'll be, of course, using Test of Faith to do our damage.
I was talking about
Doing
that
Aspirant's
Torghast
Binding
quest
to
chain,
keep him away from us.
They actually patched
We'll be
it
taking
yesterday,
Confront Memories the
so that
shield just to
if
be
you're
safe,
behind,
because
you
once
can now
again he is
catch up.
melee if he gets
Oh,
damaged, so that way you don't do any damage.
Nice.
Yes, as of
Unleash
yesterday,
whenever it is up.
before-
And then the Vial
made
of
it
Lich
so
Frost,
people
so
that
that
are
way
behind
we can keep
now
him at a distance,
catch up.
pretty much maximum, and it doesn't break until I break it, so I can pretty much
Surprise,
move to a
Blizzard
maximum
actually
distance
did something.
to use my Test
I
of
know.
Fate.
Like,
So before I ring the bell, I want to thank
Yeah.
everybody
do
for
my-
all the subscribes, the views, the
do my
positive
mom
comments. Thank you
Young
so much
quest,
for
and
coming
then
into the
once I
channel
finish that, I'm gonna go back
and
check
joining
for
me.
some corridors, I guess.
But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ring the bell, and just
Freaking
like you,
long.
also do the same so you can get notifications
That
when
way-
I create new
freaking
guides.
layers.
And then you can also subscribe, leave a like, leave a
That way
comment.
for
Let me know what
Chris,
kind of content
But
you're
it's like-
interested in. And you can also follow
It's
me on
kinda- I mean, at
Twitch
least it's
at
optional.
the_Dab
Don't get any
86.
slash from it.
So let's go ahead and
But
get this
it's
started.
become a pride issue
But you have to, because if you want to get around the maw in a timely
if you want to
manner.
get that mount.
So here we go.
Dude, this is
I'm going to start off going ham on him. Let's
brutal,
find
man.
that
Like, it's
sweet
just-
spot here. Should be relatively
I'm already like
close.
too far along to like
Quite.
not finish, you
A little
know.
bit right there. I'm gonna go ahead and take the shield. There's the power swing.
God, stupid maw quest is gonna make me do stuff in Perdition Hold. Fuck you.
Get some distance here while that's going on. We're gonna go ahead and use our vial.
Who's Thuros?
Oh, look at that Paladin's ult.
Shouldn't be able to go anywhere.
And he requests to join through applications instead of whispering somebody for some reason. So I just accept it, and then
That's
I
why you
kinda
want to make
log
sure
on
to
the
have your
character,
shield
auto
on, so that
invites
way
him.
if he does knock you back there, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take our shield again. I can't see.
Check applications right now, actually. Anyone new? Been there for a while.
Go ahead and hit this big boy with this. We're gonna go ahead and get some distance.
Dude, this is crazy though. Like I can't get hit or else I die. I just have to like kite like 1 or 2 mobs at a time, all the way through 18 floors.
I did not grab the shield for whatever reason.
Oh,
That's a power
man.
swing.
They all have like so much
He's
health.
doing his shield.
Like the maw rats have like 30,000 health.
And you can see there it's
Fucking
rotating around here.
Mark, yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take that.
Taking back the house.
That's something.
This is the people's house.
Chris Matt
shit's-
lost Georgia.
This shit's crazy. I need to look up. Apparently, Pence unfollowed Trump on Twitter and changed his profile picture to Biden,
Whoa.
Biden Harris.
Seriously?
Amazing.
I think so. Yeah.
That's like
yes,
for
they've
real?
gotten hacked.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's a giant fuck you middle finger to Trump after all that, because
would be
Trump
pretty funny.
blasted him on Twitter.
Let's get some distance here. He is starting to melee us.
Just pouting. Picture him pouting. I'm gonna be
Well,
a Democrat
Twitter banned Trump off of Twitter right now. Well, suspended his account currently.
Amazing.
Good, dude. Like, that's like
Tweets
national
such
security,
trash.
man.
Yeah, shit's going crazy. This is fucking nuts.
And that should be fight. There we go. And that is
Would be
Thanos
funny
once again on
to, like,
loyalty difficulty. Just make sure
take
to
him out of
DPS
office
him when
for
it's safe.
a couple days.
Kite him around. Use
Well,
your
they're
aspirant's
talking
binding,
about
your
invoking
vial
the
of Lich
25th
Frost.
Amendment right now.
I only lost 29%
Possible.
health, and that's
Let
because
that
my
happen.
shield wasn't up, and I wasn't also using my Lich Frost as often as I could either. Let's go ahead and loot this here.
Cool.
That would get a vote, enough votes, but
I mean, probably everybody
that's
in Congress
his
is
cabinet
not
votes
liking
on that,
right now.
Before the ascended.
Let's go
Yeah,
turn that
it's the House and Pence has to invoke it, and then the House and the Senate have to pass it.
I mean, if it would happen, this would be the time. Like, Probably
Yeah.
nobody in Congress is happy
Yeah, because
with him.
he ain't doing shit to stop this crazy shit right now. He ain't doing a fucking goddamn thing.
Sound muted.
My game crash? Boys, stop. You guys are cussing like mad crazy. I know, and I'm doing guides. I can't have you guys getting picked up in the background cussing like sailors. He just did like 4 times in that sentence.
Stop being mean.
I didn't just fall off the turnip truck yesterday. Stop. Before you spill that and splash it on all my work equipment.
Seems tight.
Our business has concluded.
I need 2 champions pelts for it. So it just gives me another one of those. With a 1-day cooldown? That's just as bad as this. That's actually worse than that. That's at least an hour cooldown. But I can only use that on item level 50 or below. No, Gizmo. No, Gizmo.
Your patronage is appreciated.
Okay. So back in we go. Thank you so much for again joining me today for the Path of Ascension. Today we will be doing Azuruk's the Realm Ender on Loyalty difficulty. So we're going to come over here to our Soul Mirror, come down to Azuruk's. We're going to come down to Loyalty. For this we will be using Pelagos.
Do you need a training partner? I have got this.
For equipment, the recommendations, of course, I would have, of course, would be Vial of Lich Frost to control him and his ads, Vial of Serenity if you think you're going to be taking a large amount of damage, or Ring of Warding to kind of keep everything away from you, so that way you can kind of stand there with a shield and bounce everything back. That way it gives you a chance to hit things with Aspirin's Binding better, and to unleash better. But with that, since it does kind of stagnate you, you know, you got to be mindful of that. So for this boss, he does come into melee range. What he is going to do is he casts Devouring Rift, which will cast a swirly at my location. When that swirly explodes, it will form a ball that will rotate. So as the thing rotates, it does explode in a linear pattern to the sides. You don't want to get caught in that. It does a large amount of damage. The other thing he casts is Infestation, which will summon ads. I've counted 4 of them. And what will end up happening is when they spawn, they'll also have tiny swirlies. You want to make sure not to be standing on that because they do explode when they come in. So that can do a lot of damage to you. And then the other thing is when you kill them, they also explode there as well. So be mindful as well when you kill them. So for this, of course, you're going to be doing your main damage is going to be done with Test of Faith. I would focus that on Azurix. For his ads, I would make sure to use Aspirin's Binding when they're grouped up. Take your shield on your Confront Memories. That's going to be the one over here to the right. It'll have the circle around the entire person. And then use Unleash whenever it is up, or when it's accessible to use it on his ads if he's done an Infestation, just to kind of clean that up. And then, of course, if the ads aren't up, use Aspirant's bindings on him to keep him away from you and mitigate any kind of damage. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to ring the bell. And once again, thank you so much for everyone coming with the positive views, the subscriptions, coming in the channels. I appreciate everything. I'm going to ring the bell, and you do the same as well, so you can get notifications when I make more guides. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know of any items that you're interested in me putting guides on. And you can always leave a comment. And you can also follow me on Twitch at _Dab86. So let's find the sweet spot here. Oh, wow. God dang, that is some range. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Get the full cast out, get our shield. We should be getting ready to do the first one here in a second. There's the Devouring Rift. We're going to get some distance while he's casting that. We're not going to go too insanely far here. And the reason for that is there's no real reason to. Here comes his little pets. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go 5. So, of course, everything's up. It's already down. We got a Devouring Rift forming at our feet. Luckily, we've got our shield. Here comes his infestation. Let's get out of there because he's going to cast those at our spot. And those rifts do also do damage to his minions there. So as you saw there, they still had health, but I was able to mitigate that because of his rift. So let's get out of there. I don't want to get hit with it because I don't want to proc my shield just yet. Do that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do this to keep things away from me. Here comes a Devouring Rift. We got to be mindful here because that thing is exploding. So just keep kiting them around because those Devouring Rifts are going to stay for the fight. So they are not going anywhere. Oh, we procced our shield. Go ahead and take our shield. We're going to go ahead and wipe all this up. I think we missed him because he's casting Devouring Rift. Let's go ahead and move a little bit here. We've almost got him. Oops, take our shield here. It's almost down. He's almost down. And this should about do it, assuming nothing bad happens here. And there you go. And of course, I did the warding. Honestly, I don't think it worked as well as probably the Vial of Lich Frost, being able to kind of root everything in place because you could root it and use the rifts to kill his ads. Just be careful about running through his rifts. But I would probably stick with the Vial of Lich Frost rather than the Ring of Warding. I also wanted to get the achievement, so I apologize. But once again, just kite him around. I would make sure to leave his Devouring Rifts around the outside of the stage. So that way, because they stay, and that way it kind of gives you room to move around in here, worst case. And you can kind of park them and avoid a lot of stuff that way to be safe.
I welcome you. Courage steel your heart.
What was that? I did. Ah, noodles. Is it sticking or anything like that, or is it smooth? Because I know my FPS isn't normally phenomenal. That was about, what, 4 minutes ago? Or was it choppy? Like, I mean, it's going to be a little bit choppy. I'm not going to be able to get perfect FPS. Which means I'm going to have to redo that. But that's okay. Back here, let's turn this in. Let's see what it takes to make it. Charm of Discord. So let's take a look here. Pin this charm in your soulbind, giving their attack abilities a chance to inflict discord during their next Path of Ascension encounter. I wonder if these are like... God, I'd hope that they're not one-time uses. Additional resource generation. Soulbind increasing health by 10%. Soulbind causing them to drain 1 health every 5 seconds. Okay, so now we have to do Calisthane, but I have to redo that a Thanos guide. Let's take care of that first. Okay, thank you once again for joining me today. Today we will be doing our Path of Ascension on a Thanos for loyalty. So you come to the Soul Mirror, you go to Thanos, down to loyalty. We're going to be using Pelagos. And of course, for this, we're going to be using the Vial of Lich Frost because it helps to keep him away from you. So for this, he's purely melee, but his mechanics are he has Powerful Swipe, which is a frontal cone, which you want to avoid. It has a knockback and does a good amount of damage. The second one is Massive Charge, which he'll charge in a straight line, pretty much across the stage. So if you have him standing here and he charges this way, he will go all the way to the end. Your best bet is to kind of aim him at a wall that's nearby, so that way you can kind of DPS him, but at the same time gives you good distance to keep him away from you as well. His third item is Shielded Recharge, or is to recharge and put a shield around him. So he'll kneel down because he'll have an energy bar as he uses his abilities that will go down, and the shield will rotate around him slowly. You want to go to the side that does not have the shield to continue damaging him. Of course, our main damage will be Test of Faith. We'll be using Aspirin's Binding to keep him away from us. Confront Memories will take the shield to minimize the damage that he does to us. Unleash whenever it's up, because that is a big amount of damage to him. And then, of course, our Vial of Lich Frost to help keep him away from us. So we're going to go ahead and ring the bell to get this started. And just like you, also go ahead and ring the bell so you can get notifications if you're watching on YouTube. Also, leave a like, subscribe if you're on Twitch and also on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, follow me on Twitch at _Dab86. So the sweet spot to start this fight is right about here. A little bit forward, a little bit forward, a little bit forward. There we go. Maximize our distance here. We're going to start off DPSing him. Get the full cast there. He should be getting ready to do his first power swing. There it is. Step through him. DPS, DPS, DPS. Get some distance here. He should be getting ready to charge. There's a power swing. Step through him. He's going to do a charge. We're going to take our shield. Rooting him. Damaging him. He's a very straightforward fight. Nothing to really worry here. Power swing. He got me there, but that's okay. We had our shield up, which it didn't even proc it, which I still think's a glitch that some of this stuff does not proc this. We're going to go ahead and we're going to root him. Go ahead and hit him with that. I'm going to go ahead and root him again. He's doing his massive charge. DPSing. Rooting. Shielding. There's his power swing. We're just going to walk right through. Oh, snap. That one actually got me for a change. That normally does not happen. That, yeah. But like I said, you got to be careful about getting hit by that and ledges. We've already technically defeated him on on the loyalty, but I wanted to redo it. I did have some friends join in that were talking and stuff like that, so I gotta redo that. So we're gonna go ahead and choose Pelagos here. AFK. Hello. I can't. You'll overheat my computer. Why wouldn't we have? We were allowed to have our. Supposed to do about. I only streamed in the chat. Okay. Dude, like. Okay. Apparently, it is not good to have your window open. Apparently, according to your landlord. So I apologize for that there. So we're going to go ahead and get this started here. Let's not make that mistake again. I can't believe I made that mistake actually. It's going to run through them here. Should be getting ready for the next one here. Yep. Step off to the side here. Should be getting ready to do one. So we'll wait until that moment. There's the massive charge. I think he's going to hit the wall there. That's a power swing. That's not good. I'm in a bad spot. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and freeze him and get some distance here. That broke instantaneously. That's not good. Ah, crap. I missed. Interesting. A slower cast than I anticipated. I run through, get the shield. So he can't do. Oh, and his shield got off. So here's the shielded charging. So we want to come to a side where he does not have that. We're going to go ahead and anyway. It's coming around. He's recharged. Let's go ahead and get our shield. Should be getting ready to do his cleave here. So we're going to go ahead and root him. Do your thing. There it is. It's now safe to do this. We'll wait for the charge. Right about there. We're good enough distance away. We don't have to worry about the cleave at this point now. He's getting in close, running through him. And this should finish him up. There we go. So once again, just make sure you avoid that powerful swipe. You avoid the massive charge. Make sure to get into a good position for when he does shielded charging. Bunch of herbs. And that is the fight. He doesn't do a lot of damage. We only lost about 33%. And I fought it kind of ugly not using my Vial of Lich Frost. You can also take the Vial of Serenity, keep your health up higher, but I much prefer to keep him at a range than anything. So the biggest thing here okay. So today we will be doing another Path of Ascension guide. Today, since I upgraded to level 3, we can go ahead and we're going to do Calcine on Wisdom difficulty. So we're going to go ahead and hit Choose Calcine. In this, what that means is she has greater health, greater damage, and a new ability that I have not yet seen. The two abilities that she normally uses are Tethering Leash, so she'll throw a spear to the spot that you're standing. You want to make sure to move out of that so that way you don't take the damage from it. It will chain to you and it starts dragging you back to it over time. To break that, you want to take the Herald's Foot Pads. Generally, I wait until she goes up to do Ascended Barrage, so that way I can break the 2 chains and just have the 3rd one on me. So that way I can move around still, but I'm still chained, but that way I can still move around and do what I need to do to avoid her ability. So for this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take Pelagos. So we're going to come over here. We're going to want to take the Herald's Foot Pads, because that breaks the chains. So for this, we're going to, of course, DPS her with our Test of Faith. We'll be taking the shield from Confront Memories and Aspirin's Bindings to keep her away from us as best as possible. Of course, that's going to be kind of hard. We're going to be getting dragged all over the place. So we're going to make sure to be moving around. What I like to do is I like to use the ability so that way I have one spear here, for an example, and you can park it on the other side of one of the statues, so that way it drags you to it and you can mitigate the moving part of it. But I also like to do another one opposite side of it, so that way they average each other out and I'm not just being pulled in one direction. And then I can kind of stand still or move. But let's go ahead and we're going to get this started. So I'm going to ring the bell, and just like you, also do the same. Whether you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. Also make sure to leave a like, leave a comment. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure to hit that follow button so you can see when I'm live. Let's go ahead and get this started. And once again, she has a new ability. I've never seen it before. So we'll see what that is, and we'll figure that out. So make sure to continue watching, so that way we can see what her new ability is. We're going to go ahead and start out like any other fight. We're going to find that sweet spot. It's a pretty good range. Take the shield to be safe. Okay, her new ability is a leap. She leaps now. Let's get away from that spear. Go ahead and we're going to take the shield. Yep. There's her leap. We want to stay out of that to the best of our abilities. Do whatever damage we can here. There's the Tethering Spear. We're going to go ahead and we're going to break them because we can't move. Here comes her Barrage. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So right now it is not safe to use our Unleash ability because she's doing this. So we're going to wait till this is done to do it. Take our shield. She just did her leap. For whatever reason, it didn't give me the shield. Still not giving me the shield. I don't know. I think it's a glitch. Let's not get hit by the spear. And take our shield here. Take the shield. Keep damaging her. Come over more. I want to be more over here, so that way it's going to... Now it'll average me out here. She's doing a leap. So So we're going to go ahead and keep damaging her. She's going to do the Tethering Spear. We're going to go ahead and we're going to break it now. Gonna have to circle back up for that shield. Ah, we missed it because of our ability. Let's go ahead and grab the shield because for whatever reason it's not picking it up, which is kind of weird. There's her next spear. Grab the shield. Hit her with that. Get ready to use our Herald's foot pads. Here comes her third spear. Breaking. And take a new shield because it's got a 60-second cooldown if you don't get hit. So, here she comes. There's the Tethering Spear. Run past her. There we go, and that is Calcine on Wisdom. Not a very hard fight. Her new ability isn't groundbreaking, so you don't really have to do anything too crazy there. But it is a leap, so you want to make sure to watch out for that new swirl on the ground, so that way she doesn't hit you with it, because I'm pretty sure it does not tickle. And then, of course, break her spears on the third one, because there's a bigger gap on the third spear than there has been in the past, and her Ascended Barrage, and then just avoid her Ascended Barrage. Actually, let's go take a look at this. What's it take to make it? Okay. It's an H. Thank you so much for once again joining me today on the Path of Ascension. We will be once again doing a guide on Ecthra on Wisdom difficulty since I have upgraded to level 3. So you come over here to your soul mirror, you go to Ecthra, you come down to the or come over to the wisdom, and you'll hit choose. For this, as always, I'm going to be using Pelagos. He is once again always the easiest to use because of his confront memories with the shield. For the equipment, I'm going to recommend probably Vial of Serenity or Vial of Lich Frost. I'm not a big fan of the Ring of Warding, especially in this fight, where if one of those spiders doesn't bounce back soon enough, it could still poison you. So, and then of course the Vial of Lich Frost is kind of the same case as well. So I would recommend the Vial of Serenity. So for this fight, Ecthra is arranged, so she's going to be shooting at you. The main two abilities she has is she will summon crawlers. She summons 3 of those, normally in kind of like a frontal cone in varying distances. So since they're like that, you're not going to be very easily able to do your aspirants binding on them right off the bat. I would recommend kiting them around a little bit until you have a good chance to do so. And then, of course, you'll be damaging Ecthra with Test of Faith. If one gets too close, you can also do that on the crawler. We'll be taking Confront Memories, the shield, which will be the one to the right, which will be like this. It'll have a shield all the way around him. And then, of course, we'll be using Unleash whenever it is up, or when we can use it to also wipe crawlers. There is an achievement on Wisdom difficulty to kill 20 crawlers during the fight with her. That will probably happen naturally. You probably don't have to stress yourself out. It awarded it to me on loyalty for whatever reason. That's probably a glitch. I would not recommend trying to do it on loyalty if you're going for the achievement. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ring the bell. And of course, her other ability is she does Foul Waste. I almost forgot. She does Foul Waste, and she casts like 3 AoE green slime areas. Passing through that does damage and slows you down, which makes it easier for the spiders to get to her. Since the fight is longer, if you watched my loyalty guide, there was a lot of green stuff around. But now we do have one of the braziers, so that way we can hopefully do more damage. She does have more HP, she does do more damage, and she has an unknown third ability, which we're going to be seeing in this fight. So make sure to watch the whole guide so you can see what the new ability is. I'm going to go ahead and ring the bell, and just like you, also ring the bell for notifications, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know any content you're interested in. And as always, you can follow me on Twitch at _Dab86. So we're going to come in here and we're going to get this, we're going to find the sweet spot, because we want to make sure that we are at max range. I guess it really doesn't matter for her. I just like to be at max range just to start the fight off, because if she can't shoot that far, no reason to. So let's see. So here's the summon crawlers. Let's start moving away from that. Looks like she summoned 4 of them. There's Foul Waste. We're going to slow these ones down. They're still very easy to kill. It's going to be close, I think. Let's go ahead and let's get out of that. Let's go ahead and use our... Oh, it's a stun. Her new ability is a stun. Let's take our shield. Here come some crawlers. Uh-oh. That one's like right on top of me. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and do some damage here. I'm going to bind these right here. Okay, it's Befuddling Slime is the ability there. Kind of getting ahead of myself. Here come more spiders, so we're going to wipe this up here. And then once we've got our file up, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use that again. Stay out of that. We're going to take a new shield. We're going to get through this. Barely. As soon as they're grouped up enough. And bam. Let's take our shield. Wipe this up. Still went off. Got a lot of green stuff going on. So here comes more crawlers. We're going to go ahead and use this as soon as it's up, because we did get hit. We've actually got 4 stacks of the poison right now. Let's... Oh my god, it is chewing us up. This is not good. Okay. Thank you so much for once again joining me today for the Path of Ascension. We will be doing Ecthra on Wisdom. So you come over here to Ecthra, you come over to her, you come over to Wisdom, and then we'll be doing this with Pelagos. And then for this, we're going to be taking the Phial of Serenity. So for this fight, she will summon crawlers. She does summon 4 of them that I've noticed on Wisdom. Her other ability, and then you want to make sure to avoid those because they do get to you and they poison you, and the poison will eat through you really quickly, especially if you're not shielded. The other ability is she does Foul Waste, which she will do sporadically throughout the fight. It puts 3 zones of poison on the ground. So if you can, slowly kiting her is best. On Loyalty, it did fill up a lot of the stage. She does have greater HP and damage, and she has a third ability, which in this I've already tried once, and it's called Befuddling Slime. It looks like a frontal cone stun, so you do a loss of effect on yourself, which is bad if there are spiders up because they will get to you, and that will become problematic very quickly with their poison. So you want to make sure to line of sight that or to range it, because you're most likely not going to be close enough to her to pass through her and avoid it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ring the bell, and just like you, also ring the bell for notifications. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and if you're following, and you can also follow me on Twitch at _Dab86. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to have to get this started here. And of course, we'll be taking the shield with our Confront Memories. We'll be DPS her with Test of Faith. Aspirin's binding when we can, most likely on her little spiderlings. I will let you know it's not enough to kill them. It leaves them at about 5% health, so you might have to kite them around even after that. If you can, I would recommend having Unleash up, so that way you can wipe them after doing it. So I'd probably stack those, even though you might want to do it a little bit sooner, just to keep the spiders under control. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off on her. Go ahead and take the shield here. Here comes the first wave of crawlers. Let's go ahead and start moving. There's her Foul Waste. See if we can get this stuff together here. We're going to go ahead and wait until we can perhaps get all of these spiderlings. Summoning more crawlers. Keep DPSing her. Let's not get hit by that. Here comes more crawlers. Oh crap, loss of effect. We're getting massively poisoned. This is probably going to be a wipe. We need our shield here as soon as it's up. Right now, the biggest danger is her spiderlings. Here comes a Foul Waste. I didn't grab it. Ah, she got me at point blank. This is a problem. I didn't do the shield. Now it's beating me up. hit. Yeah, that's done. You just have to keep moving her around. But I did come up with a strategy there. She's a lot harder than she was. How many more do I got? 8. I think we can do it. I think what we need to do is we need to be switching and right-clicking. Okay. Thank you once again for joining me today on the Path of Ascension. We will be doing Ecthra on Wisdom difficulty. So she has more HP, more damage, and a new ability. So we're going to come over here to the Soul Mirror, go to Ecthra. We're going to choose Wisdom. We're going to be taking Pelagos for this. So we're going to come over to Pelagos. Path awaits us for this. We're going to take the Phial of Serenity for the health. Now, I will let you know. Actually, you know what we're going to do? Yeah, let's take the health just because of that. So in this, her 2 abilities right off the bat are, of course, she summons crawlers. She'll summon 4 of those, normally in a frontal cone in front of her. You want to avoid those. You'll see them skitter across the ground to a green circle. That's where they will be summoned. If they get to you, they will bite you, poisoning you. They will die instantly, but it does a stacking poison. And on Wisdom, it does a ton of damage. If you don't have your shield up, it will chew through you really quickly. The other one is she'll do Foul Waste. It's 3 circles around the area that do slow you down and do damage if you step into them. And of course, being slowed down, the spiders will catch you. The third thing is her new ability is like a Befuddled Slime. She shoots it in what appears to be a frontal cone. It is a loss of effect ability, so it will stun you. You'll start all over the stage kind of a thing. You don't want the spiders getting to you, so you want to make sure to either, if you can, step through her, line of sight it, or even just range it. So the other thing that you want to do on this is your Aspirin's binding is best for the spiderlings. It brings them to about 1%, and then of course if you right click to actually attack, that will finish them off. That will be enough to finish them. So that way you can continue DPSing her with your number 1 test of faith. And you want to make sure to keep them as wiped up as you can. So of course you'll be DPSing her with test of faith. I'd recommend Aspirin's binding for her spiderlings. Wipe them up with Unleash whenever you can, or wipe them up by just doing your right click and attacking them normally. And of course confront memory shields, because there's a lot of damage going around in this fight. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ring the bell, and just like you do the same, so that way you can get notifications when I post new guides. And then of course make sure to also subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, follow me on Twitch at _Dab86. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the sweet spot, which I do believe is right about here. Take the shield, keep DPSing her. Here comes the first crawlers. I always like to start moving before they... I don't know what just happened there. I'm actually surprised she's coming to melee like that. I don't know why I'm not attacking. Need to get that off. Oh god, that was close. And they're already out. Ah, crap. This is bad. We need to get our shield up. Continue DPSing her. Summoning more crawlers, which that's not a bad spot. Go ahead and refresh our shield. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to wrap back around here if we can. Gonna be close, and boom! Ooh. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to heal up here. Uh, take our shield. Summoning crawlers. Kill the lead two. Wipe the rest of them up. Go ahead and we're going to take our shield. Missed it. Probably shouldn't have fallen back for it. Summoning more crawlers. This should clear out that. Barely, barely, barely. This is getting to be problematic. Like, there's just so much going on here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to defeat her. She's filling in all the gaps with her poison. Because I have to kite around these stupid spiderlings. Ah, crap. That's a death. That was better. I almost run her at the ring. Nobi, she's doing a lot of damage. I really need the health. And I need the shield. Oh, that's not. Is there an auto attack button? No, not what I want. Is that's what's hindering me the most, is the fact that it's not... Let's give this another try here. I almost feel like it'd be good to start off by the pillar here, so that way we can line of sight her and maybe bring her right in off the bat. Here she comes. Summoning the crawlers, they split. That's not too groovy, but... That might hurt. Oh, she stunned me in it! Oops, wrong target. Run right through her. Wipe this up. Then we're just going to go toe-to-toe with her. See if we can get her over here. That's bad. That's bad. There's the shield. I need a line of sight her and bring her back over. God almighty, I can't. This is a very rough fight. She got me stunned on the poison. This is probably it. Yeah. Nah, I've got poison now. Nah, she'll get me now. I can get her down low, but having to kite her so much is problematic. the hell? What's going on here? Why? That was weird. Okay, so for this, zero. So let's get our. No. Okay, welcome back again today. Today we are doing Ecthra on Wisdom difficulty. I have upgraded to level 3 of the Path of Ascension, so you're going to come over here, your soul mirror, you come down to Ecthra, you come over here to Wisdom. For this, I have chosen Pelagos, and for the equipment, I'm going to go with the File of Serenity for help. I will let you know I did use 2 charms. I used the Charm of Discord and the Charm of Persistence. So the Charm of Discord will give me a chance that my abilities will inflict Discord, which is a damage over time effect. The other thing is the Charm of Persistence, which allows me to regenerate 1% of my health every 5 seconds during the next Path of Ascension fight, due to the mechanics of Ectra, because what she does is she summons crawlers, which are spiders in a frontal cone. They'll come out and they go to varying distance away from her. They summon little spiders that will then come to you. If they get to you, they'll leap on you, poisoning you and dying. The poison does a lot of damage, so you don't want them to get to you. The other thing is she does an ability, Foul Waste, which will do 3 AoE green swirls around the ground. They stay for the duration of the fight, and by the time the fight is almost over, there's a lot of them on the ground. So you do want to be mindful of that. The other thing is her new ability is like Befuddled Slime, if I'm reading it right. And what that does is it's a frontal cone that does cause you to lose control on your character. So that will cause you problems because, one, if she gets you when you're in the foul waste, you'll of course be taking damage over time. And if the spiders get to you, you'll get their poison, which will destroy you. So we went with Pelagos. We'll be using our Test of Faith to mainly DPS her. Our Aspirin's Binding, will be using that on her spiderlings, and if you do a right click just to do your general attack, that will finish it. The Aspirin's Binding is not enough. It leaves them with like 1% of their health. We'll be taking the shield from Confront Memories, and we'll be using Unleash whenever it's up, and we'll be using it when we can to also help kill the crawlers because it will one-shot them. So that way, if we can do that, we will. I'd recommend line of sighting her as well to drag her kind of close, because if not, as you kite away from the spiders, it can leave her kind of an odd distance away from you where you can no longer use your Test of Fate. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ring the bell, and just like you, do the same, so that way you can get notifications of when I post new content. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and follow me on Twitch at _Dab86. So let's go ahead and get this started here. And I did try this without the charms. It is a very rough fight. I was able to get her to about 15% each time. But it is very hard because of having to kite around the spiderlings and deal with her and the poisons on the ground. So I'd recommend looking into using those if you choose to. I mean, you're definitely welcome not to. But let's go ahead and get this here. She should be getting her first crawlers out here in a second. There they are. This should get it before he gets to me. We did. Let's take our shield. We're actually chewing her up pretty good right now. Let's get away from that because that's a spiderling. Hit that one already. We hit that one. We're going to go ahead and we're going to kite this way. We're going to do that. Take the shield. Let's go ahead and kill him. We got hit. That's okay. Summoning crawlers. We got hit again. That's problematic. That's 4. That's not good. God. We need to get our shield up or we are going to die. It's not changing targets. We got poisoned again. Ah, crap. That's a poison. We need the shield. We need to be able to get... Oh, God, we're stunned. This is a wipe. We're going to die. That's way too many poisons. And it's going to refresh if it hits us. Yeah. Dang it. That stun was ugly. Wish I had crafting. Get it. I wish the warding did damage. It might not be worth using Pelagos anymore. Or it's the vial. I mean, we could try it. Alright, so come over to the Soul Mirror. Ecthra. Wisdom. More attempts I got. Oh, we got a 4. Here we go. Uh-oh, no, no. Got poisoned, and I'm stunned. Ah, crap. She's got me on the slime. Oh my god. It's gonna be another death. I mess up just too much. I might have to start using it so that way I can have Unleash. Because I end up ranging her. I mean, what did the other two do? The other three? Because that stun was what's getting me. So we might have to do it that way. Because I'm doing worse with that. I think it's just because I'm just not doing enough unleashes. Like, I'm getting them down, but... Okay, thank you once again for... Hold up. Thank you so much once again for joining me today for the Path of Ascension. Today we'll be doing Ecthra on Wisdom. So we come over to the Soul Mirror. We come down to Ecthra. We come over to Wisdom. We hit Choose. You, of course, will choose Pelagos. And then, of course, for the item, go ahead for your equipment, choose the Phial of Serenity for health. Now, in this fight, she does have more HP, more damage, and has a third ability. Her first ability is Summon Crawlers. It'll summon 4 spiderlings in a frontal cone around in front of her. They will go out to an area that is a green circle, and then they'll actually spawn. So you want to get away from those circles as best as you can. If they get to you, they will leap on you and bite you, which will do a stacking poison, which does a lot of damage on the Trial of Wisdom. The second ability is she'll cast Foul Waste, which will do green puddles around the stage. This can be troublesome because it is a longer fight, so it starts to take up the entire area. I'd recommend line of sighting her to pull her to pillars, so that way she gets particular areas to help you kind of kite around and avoid it. If you have to kind of circling around, she will not cast it on the second spot. So, I mean, it's kind of like she blobs it in particular areas. She will not cast on a second spot again. The third thing is Befuddled Slime. If I'm seeing it correctly, it is a frontal cone loss of control effect, and you want to avoid that either by getting around it, stepping through her, which is unlikely because she's at range, and of course or just being out of range of it. Line of sighting does seem to work on it, so you want to do that. As always, we'll be DPS her with Test of Faith. Aspirin's Binding comes in handy with her spiderlings. It does not fully kill them, so if you right-click and do damage, that will also kill them. Worst case, use your Test of Faith, so that way you can use it to get energy, because you need it for Unleash, so you need to be able to get to the 100, and of course, getting as many with your Aspirin's Binding when you can. It's a 15-second cooldown, so that way you can generate more, because you really want to be doing as many Unleashes as you can, especially when she's right about to summon those crawlers, to prevent them from getting spawned and doing any damage. I'm going to go ahead and ring the bell, and just like you, do the same so that we can get notifications. Also subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what kind of content you're interested in. And then also follow me on Twitch at the_Dab86. So let's go ahead, we're going to start this off here. Find the sweet spot, which should be right at the tip of this. Right here. And we forgot to use our abilities. Kite this way. Get a good ways away here. Did not mean to use that. They're probably going to get to me. Oh, it was close. She got me with the stun. I am standing in poison right now. Take the shield. We got 4 stacks of poison. I literally just got hit with all of those instantaneously. But the good thing is I haven't actually taken damage, so it hasn't procced the shield. That is not something to rely on there. We're probably going to line of sight her here in a second. Going to be standing in poison for just a second. Get out of that. She's summoning crawlers. Go ahead, we're going to take the shield here. Use our vial because our health is low. I need to kind of bring her back this way here. Wipe that up. Just summoned another batch of crawlers. Ah, God, we're gonna have to. Summoning crawlers. Might be able to get around this one. Good. Stuck on the corner there. He's gonna get me. Ah, I got stunned. That's bad. They're all gonna get me. This is gonna be a loss now. I also forgot to use my tokens. Seems like we can get her aimed at the edge. God, how many? Thank you once again for joining me today on the Path of Ascension. We'll be doing Ecthra on Wisdom. So you'll come over to your Soul Mirror, come over here to Ecthra, down over here to Wisdom. For this, we're going to be using Pelagos. And two things we're going to add to Pelagos here. Go into our bag here. We're going to be using the Charm of Discord and the Charm of Persistence. So that way we generate health throughout the fight, and our abilities can also trigger a dot on the boss. For our equipment, we're going to use Phial of Serenity because there's a lot of damage going on in this fight. So if you do make a mistake and you do get the poison, that way you can at least heal a little bit, maybe mitigate it, and it might be what saves you. So for this boss, she has greater HP and damage than she did in Loyalty. She has a new ability. Her abilities, of course, are Summon Crawler. She does it in a frontal cone. She summons 4 of them. Your Aspirin's Binding is not enough to kill them, but if you do single target them with a right click and do just your normal attack, it will kill them after the Aspirin's Binding. We'll, of course, be using Test of Faith on her, and we'll be taking the shield from Confront Memories. The second ability is she will do Foul Waste, which will do the swirly green on the ground that will leave poison behind. Stepping through it, of course, slows you down and also does damage over time. And then let's start this over. Thank you so much for once again joining me for the Path of Ascension. Today we'll be doing Ecthra on Wisdom difficulty. We were able to upgrade to level 3 this week, so we're going to go to Choose. I've already chosen Pelagos, and for the equipment we're going to take the Phial of Serenity. So for this, I've also added the Charm of Persistence, which will let me generate 1% of my health every 5 seconds, and the Charm of Discord, because that will put a dot on it when I use my abilities on the boss. So that will do damage over time, assisting me with killing the boss. Now, for the boss, since it is Wisdom, they do have greater HP and damage, and a new ability. So for the abilities, the first one is Summon Crawler. The boss will do crawlers in a frontal cone in front of her. There is 4 of them. They will travel out from her and arrive at a green circle where they will officially spawn. If they get to you, they will leap on you and do a poison that is extremely damaging on Wisdom. The second one is Foul Waste. you will want to watch out for that. It will be green swirls on the ground. Walking into it does do damage over time and does slow you down. Her new ability is Befuddled Slime, which is a loss of control effect. So you'll want to make sure to either get around it, step through her, line of sight it, or be out of range of it. Because if she gets you with it and those spiders make it to you, it will quickly do a lot of damage. I would probably say if you don't have your shield up, three stacks is going to be fatal. It's really quick damage, very painful damage, and it's there for about 12 seconds, so it will outlive your shield. So to deal with the crawlers, I would recommend Aspirin's Binding. It will bring them down to about 5%, but if you right-click them and just do an average attack, it will finish them off. And then, of course, you'll use Test of Faith on her. If you absolutely have to, you can use it on a Spiderling. Confront Memories, I would recommend taking the shield, because if they do get to you, it can be what saves your life. And Unleash whenever you can, especially if it kills and mops up the Spiderlings. Because this is a longer fight, there will be a lot of green stuff on the ground. I recommend line of sighting her when you can to keep her kind of close to the pillars. And one thing I have also noticed is if she's close to a wall when she summons her crawlers, it can actually cause her crawlers to summon less than the 4. So that could be a glitch. Do be mindful of that. You're not going to really be able to get her close to a wall, but if you kind of aim her towards a pillar when she's about to summon the crawlers, she will sometimes summon them through it, or sometimes she won't really summon them at all. Or they're just so stacked up because of the pillar, but they will pass through it in other occasions. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ring the bell, and then just like you, do the same as well for notifications. Leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know if there's any content that you're interested in, guides, or any questions you have, and you can always follow me on Twitch at _Dab86. So we're going to find the sweet spot right here, which is about right here. Take the full channel. She'll be doing her first crawlers now. So they're coming out. There you see the circle. DPS him. DPS him. DPS him. And we're going to wipe that up. Oh, poop. Pooh. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to mop this up. This should be safe to do so. They're at a good range. There we go. Let's start DPSing her again. I'm going to go ahead and take the shield. I'm going to pass through her here. I'm trying to keep her in this area as best as I can. DPS. Oh, no, we got hit. Oh, they're coming in. No. So as you can see, we're going to want to use our file now. We're going to take our shield because it is still chewing through us. Should be safe. Oh, barely. Oh, God, she got out another batch right there at the end. I'm pinned. No! That's probably a loss. Yeah. Unless I can get my shield up here. That's problematic. And now we're definitely going to die. Yeah. Damn it. How was I doing better with... Not unless the main thing is just let her get 2 batches of Spiderling. I mean, I'd rather not, but keep her in the center. Yeah, if we don't win this one, we have to. Because then we're going to have to beat our normal. Let's try to get her over. Let's do this. No! She turned the corner! She got me with another stun. Holy shit, that was difficult. Pardon my language there. Kiting her around with the poisons and the spiderlings is very hard. Using that unleash at clutch times, I would strongly recommend. Be very careful about where she summons those spiderlings. Best of luck. That was a very hard fight. I'm not going to lie. Just watch out those spiderlings. The poison, not so much of a problem. You can just grab your shield, travel through it, but it does take away from your shield. And then, of course, it seemed almost like staying in melee with her was better than actually being at ranged. Good lord. One more medallion of service. I've been sending the fish to, I think, to disaster. That. Oh, the leather. I should try to just do skinning. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and call it here for the day. Thank you so much for coming and sticking in with me for that Exa fight. That was brutal. But I will get those guides posted. Thank you so much. Make sure to hit that follow button. I appreciate it. Have a good night and stay safe.